Hello everyone. Today is January 9th, 2023, and the earth just woke up uh, with two big ones just starting the year. Yesterday we have a 7.0 out of 102 near Fiji, and today there is a 7.6 in Indonesia in the area near Tanimbar. Uh, Again, we want to mention that the area of Indonesia was second in our list of possible areas for big earthquakes, which just happening too fast. Okay, so here we have the location of the epicenter. This is the Indonesia trench over here. Yesterday we had one big one on this part, and this was a 7.6 magnitude earthquake with a tsunami warning. Again, I haven't had the time to look at YouTube to look for any possible tsunami damage, but as we also mentioned in the video, these areas and these earthquakes usually can produce, they have the power to produce tsunamis, and with that, all the damage involved. So we hope that nothing really happened. We'll try to look into that. So let's look at some data. Again, this one was a 95-kilometer deep earthquake, so it's not so shallow, but still it's not so deep. So some damage is expected to happen. And let's look at some records if we can, right here, right in the same Indonesia area. This doesn't have any. Let's try to see. This is the Philippines. Okay. Strange record. Again, because it's deeper, we can see a strong motion at the beginning on the body wave part and some surface wave, strong low frequency surface wave, not as big as the one produced by the shallow earthquake in Vanuatu yesterday. So hopefully there was not much damage because of the depth of the earthquake. Let's try to look at New Guinea, which is also close. And again, we can see a strong P wave motion. Maybe, I think the earthquake mechanism is a combination of some lateral movement, but primarily some vertical uh, reverse faulting type of mechanism. Okay, so this just to show you as part of our video series the type of records. This is a 10-minute length. Let's look at 20 minutes as a whole record length. And again, there are surface wave produced, but again, because of the normalization of the record, see that the first part does have a strong motion, so that may have done some damage nearby the epicenter area. We hope not. Okay, so here again is the moment tensor, shows some a lot of push on this area, so that some maybe some reverse faulting associated to that, but may have some little uh, translation on the movement also. Again, we hope there is not a tsunami damage produced by the earthquake. I will put the video again because these are the areas that were predicted that can produce seven or greater earthquakes. This area of Indonesia and along the Philippines was moving quite a lot by experience and by historical records. It had to be categorized as a very possible area for a big one, and it happened already. So I will put that video again that little part of our prediction of number one and two possible sites. And unfortunately, in 2 days, it had happened. Okay? So let's put that and we'll see you in the next video. The Philippine, Indonesia will be number two. It always gives us a very bad news earthquake, usually accompanied by some tsunami problems. And the first one, even though it's not that important from the point of view of human disaster possibility, is the area that's been moving quite a lot lately, and that is the area of around Fiji and Tonga. So those will be my predictions, if you want to call it that way. Remember, we cannot predict earthquakes. Scientifically, it's impossible to put all the variables that it takes. Mother Earth will give us a big one somewhere in the middle of nowhere with no warnings. So here what I'm doing is putting some of the past data and recent data of earthquake movement to try to make a picture of the most probable areas that can bring us the big earthquake for 2023.